Welcome everyone to the first and not last episode of Conversations with Joy. I'm very excited to be doing this with this wonderful technology. This is like a live broadcast. We are using Be Live TV. Let me introduce myself first. As you see below, my name is Moni Rodriguez. I'm an author, speaker, and a coach, and I help women transform stress, overwhelm into more peace, passion, and joy. And we are all about joy, and that's why we are having Conversations with Joy. And I'm super excited to have the first guest in the show, a dear friend and a woman that I admire so deeply. She is Gema Ramirez. We are both Spanish, but we are going to have this, because we are international women, we are going to have this interview in English. We might do another in Spanish if this technology is successful. But anyways, Gema, please tell your audience who you are and what do you do, please.
Thank you, Moni. Thank you for having me here, for inviting me to your first ever conversation with Joy. It's an honor to be here, and the admiration is mutual, you know that. My name is Gema Ramirez. I'm a transpersonal coach, which means that I look beyond what your purpose is for this lifetime, and we look into the soul to see what your soul purpose is, what your soul wants you to do and achieve in this lifetime. I'm also a best-selling author with Love and Box, with Moni. It came out this year. And I'm also the chairman of the Shambhala Trust, which is based in Glastonbury, UK. And we're bringing lots of new events this year, like the meditation course that we're doing here in Spain. Back in Glastonbury, we'll do a couple of events as well. And then back in Spain in September, we're planning a retreat here in Andalusia, in the south of Spain, in Cadiz, where we want to, with a team of people, a team of friends, we want to bring you a retreat, a weekend full of joy, of course, full of love, full of activities that help you find that love within yourself, find that joy within yourself, and tools that you can take back home to do them. We're taking the holistic approach, and we're going to work obviously in the heart, starting opening the heart and healing the heart first. We're going to do activities such as Pilates and walking in the woods, in the beach, paddle soup, and we bring you lots of activities for the mind as well, and things to heal your emotions. So it's going to be a weekend full of joy, love, knowledge, and passion.
I love it. It's all about what we want in this program and in this life, really. I think we need this world with more joy and spark. And I think what you're doing is amazing. Thanks for sharing. I love the fact that you are between the UK and in Spain, and you are able to bring your wisdom all together in all these activities. So thank you for sharing. And now the first question I have for you is about rituals or practices for living with more energy, because I think having joy and passion is very good, but if we don't have energy, I think we are in a very bad place to have to really feel passionate about life. So would you like to share any daily rituals that you have to live with more energy, or to raise your vibration or your energy levels?
Yes, I would love to do that. The first one is the meditation. I start my days with meditation as soon as the alarm goes off. Still in bed, I use some time after half an hour if I have time sometimes, to meditate. I use contemplation of the things that I need to do in the day. If I'm going through any challenges, I will use that time also to heal myself and to get ideas for what can I do to overcome whatever I'm going through, and to plan, to visualize my projects, my ideas, my life, and the things I want to attract to me during that meditation. So that's something I do every day. During the day, I use meditation as well to stop and breathe or admire whatever is going through, or just to get back to my center if I'm going too much in my mind, which I tend to do. Just get back to the center, into the heart, and keep working the day through that. Over the years, I've incorporated many positive habits into my life. One of them is the habit of turning your negative thinking into positive. It is a habit, and it requires conscious awareness of every moment, because sometimes we all tend to go into the negative, into the judgment of ourselves and others or the situation, and lost that positive sparkle. So I've trained myself to be in that awareness and of what I'm thinking. I've turned that into positivity. It doesn't always work. Sometimes it fails, but normally I would say 99% of the time it does. And that's a habit that I will advise everyone to incorporate to the daily routines. And of course, we need to look ourselves holistically. So look into the emotions, what's going through within me, how can I heal, what is this emotion teaching me? And of course, looking after the body, the foods that we eat, what we have, going for a walk on a daily basis, going into have a fresh air. So these little things that add value to your life. And I know what people might be thinking, but we don't have time to do all these things during the day. And what I teach in my meditation course is to incorporate all the things into your daily activities. For example, many people don't like washing the dishes, but it's something that you have to do. So why not use that time to meditate, for example, mindfulness while you're washing the dishes, or to turn your negative thinkings of the dishes into positive and start training your brain. So that's what I like to teach people, to incorporate all these nice little habits into your daily routine, so it doesn't feel like another thing you have to do.
Beautiful. I love it. And also, one thing is doing one thing at a time and switching off your telephone when you have interviews. So yeah. that was very good. Thank you, Gema. You say about the alignment. I totally agree with you. It's very important to be aligned and to utilize all the moments that we have during our life. We choose what to bring our attention to it. So I think I hear a lot of times, oh, I don't have time for this or that, but it's a choice, I think, and you say it very beautifully, that you can utilize daily routines to really go into mindfulness, really. So it's lovely. Thank you for sharing. So tell me, Gema, do you live life with passion? And if you do, how do you bring that passion? What makes you passionate about life?
I do. Passion is the driver of life. And sometimes when I lose it, it's like, what am I doing? How can I get it back? To me, the passion starts with finding what you really want to do, what your life purpose is, or even better, what your soul purpose is. Once you find that, when you know what you're here to do, then it's easier. Then passion, it just comes naturally. You have this inner motivation, inspiration that drives you to do the things you are called to do. And that's for me, living with passion. And that passion brings the joy, brings the happiness, and to aid yourself to bring that passion and to get what your life purpose is or your soul purpose is. It helps when you start loving yourself, when you start being authentic with yourself and bringing those things into your life that you're really passionate about and start doing them. That helps. And then that passion is the natural driver of your life. And when you lose it, like it happens to me a couple of weeks ago, just move on with it. Enjoy wherever you are, whether that darkness spot that you might find yourself, wherever it is for you, whether it's sadness or confusion, having no clarity. Be patient and keep focused. Keep focused on your passion, on your goals, on your vision, and the passion will come back when this period transcends.
You mentioned sadness, and I know sadness is something that is very close to your heart. You know, I want to bring authenticity in these conversations, and we know it's great to live with joy, and most of the times, I think that's where we should be living in, you know, but sometimes we have bad patches in our life or moments where we probably don't see it so clearly. So what would you like to share in terms of your experience with sadness and how you were able to overcome that?
Yeah, you're right. Sadness has been a companion for many years, and for no apparent reason. I was just a sad child because I didn't have situation that caused me to be sad. I was just sad. And now, after many years of having lived with sadness, I know that sadness is the prelude for love. When you feel deep sadness, there's something in there masquerading the love that you are. And for me to overcome it, I mean, it's always there. It's always there. Now it's a good friend and reminds me that I need to go back into my heart, come back into the present, be grateful for the things I have. But sad people who tend to be sad or down and depressed, hold a huge amount of love within them. And that's what I found out after many years of experiencing sadness myself. The way I overcome it was to deciding I wanted to. Decided I had enough of being sad, of being down, of being depressed, and doing things that brought joy and happiness into my life. And it took many years because I was in deep sadness when I was young. But little by little, I incorporated new habits, new way of thinking. I've been in constant search for myself, my soul, my true identity. And it came to a point where sadness was not there anymore. And now when I sporadically feel sadness, I can choose to be in sadness or come out of it. Ultimately, whatever emotion we feel, we choose. Whatever thing happening in our life, we choose if we want to experience it or we want to come out of it. It's our choice. And that's what happened. I realized that I had the choice to learn how to live with the sadness and eventually overcome it. And that's what we can help people with as well, with our healing, with our coaching. We've gone through all that, and now we have the tools to help others. So that's the beauty of it. Have your life, you might be suffering from something, but then have your other life, you can use everything you've learned to help other people.
I love it. It's like the hero's journey, you know there is something there for you to achieve, but in order to go there, we go through the pains, and then with that experience, we can help others. And it's beautiful that you are doing that. And I like what you said about you became friends with your sadness, and now that sadness is helping you to identify when basically you need to go back to love, and that's a choice, right? It's choosing love over any other thing. That's all we have anyways. So it's beautiful. Gema, I want to know, you mentioned before, I was about to ask you what kind of tool you could share with us for our audience to tap more into joy. But you already mentioned you have an open heart meditation, which I experienced myself, and it's amazing. So I would like to know how people can contact you, or how they can go and experience your meditation and find more about you.
Yes, thank you, Moni. That meditation is beautiful. It helps you, if you allow it, to open your heart and reach that part of you where you can find your inner joy, your inner true being, your wisdom. And it's a meditation that was gifted to the world by my teacher who passed last year, Isis Livingstone. And her desire, and is my desire now, is to bring the meditation to everyone, so that it can reach as many people as possible and help as many people to open their hearts. You can find it on my website, on my Facebook as well, the Consciousness Academy. I posted there, the Shambhala Trust page as well. My website, the main one is gemaramirez.com, or the consciousnessacademy.global. In there you can find the actual meditation itself, or a link to the video in Spanish and English, and the script as well. And I encourage you to use it for your meditation groups, for your daily life. Use it and share it. As long as you mention where it comes from, I would be delighted that it serves you and all the people that you know.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I really encourage everyone to give it a go. And it's so kind of you to share that to the humanity, because I think we need to open our hearts more and more. I think the call now is to go back to our hearts. And then once we have our hearts open, guess what's happening? We have more joy and passion available to us. And when we are true to ourselves and our souls, like Gema says, we're able to be in alignment with our truth and who we are. And it becomes easy to live with joy and to spark that joy in the world. So I think, as I said, that we'll keep it short, and we could be hours and hours talking with each other. And I know we will do this because every time we see each other. That's a beauty. Another thing I want to say is that it's so important to surround yourself with like-minded people, with people that believe in bringing more consciousness to the world, in doing something for others, in being a light holder, someone who really is true to who they are and are able to share that with the world. And the more we do this, the more light we bring to the world, the more joy we bring to the world, and the more we can change the world. So we don't need to do big things to change the world. We just need to be ourselves. And Gema is an amazing example of this. And I love you so much. And I thank you so much for being here today in these first conversations with Joy. It was very much into something I wanted to do for long, just having a conversation with people, women I admire, and just sharing our experiences and how to tap more into that joy and passion that we want to experience in our lives. So we had some technical difficulties, but another thing is about going with the flow. And that's very important now, and especially for women, but in general, you know, we need more flow. We need more that, I don't know, innocence that children have, you know. We tend to think too much, and we tend to be willing everything perfect, and we don't do things. So see, we did a beautiful broadcast, and I had a very nice time, an energy exchange with Gema, and I appreciate so much your time and all your wisdom. So thank you so much for being here, and I love you so much, and I hope to see you and hug you soon.
Yes, me too, me too, me too. Thank you very much.
Hasta luego, guapa. Chao.